Good morning to all. I am Professor Manavalam. Now we are going to see about the modern methods of performance appraisal part 2. It is a continuation of part 1. Management by objectives. The concept of management by objectives first given by Peter Drucker in the year of 1954. It is defined as the process where the employees as well as superiors they are coming together to identifying the common goals. Here the employees they are setting their goals what to be achieved, and also the standards that should already created they are taking that standard as a criteria in order to measure their performance against that, and also they are deciding what course of action they have to follow in order to meet the identified common goals. So main principle of MBO is here the employees they must have the clarity of the roles and as well as responsibility what it is expected from the organization. Also they have to understand the objectives what to be achieved. So this method is very much helpful to achievement of organizational as well as personal goals. So these are all the steps involved in MBO. First they have to determine the organizational goals. Second, they have to define the employee objectives. Followed that, they have to decide the action, whatever they have to do to achieve the objectives. So while they are doing their activity, it should be monitored, how it is progressing, their performance should be monitored. So for this, they have to do certain performance evaluation criteria or standards they have to follow. Against that, they have to evaluate the employee's performance. Followed that they have to provide the feedback how they performed. So after providing feedback, further they have to take, if they need, they have to take the corrective action, and we have to apply any one of the performance appraisal method to analyze the performance of the employee. So main advantages of this method, it is easy to implement and measure, and it is motivating the employee as aware with the expected roles and accountability, and also performance oriented diagnostic system, and it is facilitating the employee counseling as well as guidance if they need any corrective behavior. But major disadvantages, it is a system of management rather than appraisal method. Sometimes it is very much difficult to employees to agree on goals. It missing some of the intangible factors like honesty, integrity, quality. Also the interpretation of the goals may vary from manager to manager and employee to employee, and also it is time consuming, complicated, lengthy as well as expensive method. Next one is customer feedback method. So customer feedback method mainly they are using for sales staff, at the same time in hospital sector they are using to evaluate the performance of the staffs, nursing staffs. They are getting evaluation or feedback from the patients. So under this method of appraisal system, customer feedback is directly linked with the employee performance. It is one type of unbiased method and reliable because customers are patients, they are outsiders, and sometimes they may give correct judgment about the employee performance rather than the insiders who are superiors to them. Some industry experts they are saying placing higher weightage on customer feedback sometimes it's failed to motivating the employee, because sometimes the customer feedback it is vary from one customer to another customer. It is automated directly, it is have the impact on employee performance. Next move on to the 360-degree performance appraisal. So 360-degree feedback, it is also known as a multi-rater feedback. It is one kind of comprehensive appraisal method. Here the employee's performance comes from all the sources. It should be evaluated from all the sources who are in contact with the particular employee. And also usually this tool is used for employees of middle as well as senior level. Like a multiple points that is present in a compass, the 360 method also provides each employee the opportunity to receive the performance feedback from his immediate supervisor, peer group, staff members, co-workers as well as customer. In different point of view, in different person they are giving feedback to them. So it is one kind of comprehensive evaluation method. This collaborative and coordinative method. It promotes the self-awareness and self-evaluation. It identifies their weakness and providing training and mentoring. It is very transparency in workplace. It facilitates the cost reduction. So it first used in German military. And also it is determine and revise the organizational objectives. It is translating the organizational objectives to employee, and also it is very easy method to monitor the progress, and we can evaluate and we can give the rewards for achievements. It is one type of subordinates as well as peer appraisal method. The major advantages and disadvantages. There will be a better clarity of the employee performance in a broader sense, as well as there is a lesser chance of error due to halo effect and as well as bias. Here the employee, they are also getting chance to know the feedback and also voice of clarification in case of any gap between the actual and the target performance. It is giving the comprehensive view of the performance of employees, and it is improving the credibility of the performance appraisal. But it is one disadvantages. It is a time consuming and it is very complicated to administer. As a conclusion, the performance appraisal are a vital part of any organization success, and also it can help employees to grow and develop, and also it is helping to achieve the objectives and goals of the organization. Thank you all.